Have you heard that Bill Clinton got off the campaign trail to go kill a mentally retarded guy while he was?
Bill Clinton, what? Went and killed
So,
somebody?
I had to look. I looked
What's
this
going
up.
on here?
So your boy Sitch looked this up. Okay.
This is just what?
I know, because
What's
I was
happening here?
I was like,
This
yeah,
is
when
Pizzagate territory.
I know, because when I heard that, I'm like, wait a minute. Is he saying that the Clintons left the campaign trail to personally murder a retarded person? Because that's what it sounds like he's saying. Let's go back a second.
What happened here? I'm glad you looked this up. Jeez, I'm so confused.
Poor
now.
black and brown people without legal representation. Have you heard that Bill Clinton got off the campaign trail to go kill a mentally retarded guy while he was running for president? Did you know that?
See, I didn't know that.
Oh no!
I missed the time that while Bill Clinton was running for president, he left the campain trail to assassinate a retarded person.
I have to cut this short.
Okay.
There's a retard over here I need to take care of.
I want to see where Bill Clinton killed a retard. I want to see that.
You want to see? Wait, you want to see Bill Clinton kill a retard?
No.
Wow.
Yeah,
What?
I do.
Give us. Stop keeping us in suspense.
You want to know? Okay, here's the story.
What happened here?
Of course, this is like really super bad face. So the guy he's referring to is a guy named Ricky Ray Rector. What a name.
Okay.
Ricky Ray Rector.
Ricky Ray Rector.
Yes.
Ricky Ray Rectum. What's
Ricky
going
Ray
on?
Rector. Okay, so he's already got like a storybook name. So there you go.
And he's and he's a Riri.
Okay. Well, so what happened was in 1981, him and his friends went to a Tommy's Old Fashioned Home Style restaurant in Conway, Arkansas.
And that's where he killed a retard.
Oh, because he was governor. Go ahead.
Well, no, this is where Bill Clinton was governor, right?
Right.
Which has already added a completely nuance. You said,
New
okay,
context.
suddenly this makes a little bit more sense. It
Completely
happened when
new
he was governor.
context.
Right. Okay. So anyway, apparently they had a $3 cover charge to enter the restaurant. Ricky refused and became angry and pulled out a 38 caliber pistol and fired several shots, wounding 2 people and killing a 3rd man.
Wow.
Right.
What you
because
do?
he didn't want to pay a $3 cover charge to go to the restaurant. Okay.
Wow.
But story doesn't end there.
Obviously.
Ricky then left the scene and wandered the city hiding out for 3 days. When eventually, 3 days later, Ricky agreed to surrender, but only to a specific police officer who he had known since he was a child, supposedly.
Wow.
Okay. So what happened was Ricky came home and the police officer was there, and the police officer was talking calmly to Ricky and his mother. And as the police officer turned away to talk to his mother, Ricky pulled out his gun and shot and killed the police officer in the back.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit.
Well,
This guy's insane.
Yes.
sounds very normal.
Then Ricky walked out into the backyard, put the gun to his head, and tried to kill himself.
Oh, and that's how he
Right.
became a Riri. He blew his
And
brains
what
out.
happened? Yes.
Oh,
and then
wowee.
what happened was that Ricky went to surgery and they were able to save his life, but he basically lobotomized himself.
Became
was mentally deficient ever since shooting
Right.
himself in the head.
Right.
Great.
Okay. So the question arises. Well, generally, when we talk about not killing people with intellectual disabilities, it's because they don't have the culpability for the crime that they committed necessarily.
Right.
But with Ricky's case, it's a little
It's
different.
a very different situation.
Yeah, a little bit.
So he's
Because
got,
he-
I missed, we're at 4 bodies, right? There's the 3 people at the restaurant and then the police officer.
Well, he only he wounded 2, killed 1 at the restaurant.
Okay, so 2 dead, 2
2 dead
wounded.
bodies, 2 injured
Right.
people. Yes.
But what a fucking trickster, suckering the guy that he knew forever into coming to his house.
Right,
Wowee.
right. No, but so he was completely in control of his mental facilities, or at least he wasn't, retarded. He didn't have an intellectual disability at the time of committing these crimes, and he only had it because he tried to kill himself. And
Right.
failed. Okay. And so he was sentenced to the death penalty for committing these murders, And this did end up going to the Supreme Court, but I don't think they heard it. I think they denied it.
They turned it down.
So,
Well,
the thing that always gets mentioned about this was that he was so mentally deficient after the incident that during his last meal he was saving part of his last meal
For later. Oh, I remember
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Right.
But
So-
I thought that was sad until I realized he killed 2 people. Like, fuck him. That's hilarious. If
And that he
fucking
made
killed 2
himself
people.
retarded.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Right.
Now that story's 10 times more hilarious to me.
Right.
Yeah.
So there you go. This is the person that Jimmy Dore has said Bill Clinton
Yeah.
left the campaign trail to go execute a mentally ill retarded
Yeah.
person.
Why are you simping for this murderer,
I know. It's terrible.
Jimmy? Yeah.
But that's so weird that he had that example in his back pocket, like to draw upon.
Think of the families of the people who got murdered, for heaven's sakes.
Yeah.
Murdered over a $3 cover charge. Try telling that to your kid
I
growing
don't
up without a
I
dad.
don't think he thought that far through.
Yeah.
Right. Or the police officer who apparently
Yeah.
knew his family his whole life, that he was comfortable enough to turn his back on someone who killed someone, and then he shot him
Yeah.
in the back.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Yeah. Fuck this guy.
Yeah. Fuck that
Fuck
guy.
Ricky.
Yeah.
Fuck Ricky Ticky Tavi over here.
Yeah. Good riddance. Thank you, Bill Clinton. The one
Yeah.
thing Bill Clinton did right, and you're like
There you go. There you go.
giving him a hard time.
And also, when he says he went to go execute him, I mean, what he means is he's governor. Like, he's
Right.
not. Yeah. Like, Bill Clinton didn't walk into the execution chamber and like pull the lever himself.
And not only that, I mean, I don't necessarily buy that part of the story either, because usually they're just trying to get clemency. So he went off the campaign trail not to sign some clemency order. That doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, no, what it says what happened was, according to Wikipedia, which is obviously the most reliable source in the world, it says he flew home to Arkansas mid-campaign to affirm the execution would continue as scheduled. Some pundits considered it a turning point in the race, hardening a soft public image.
Oh yeah, he did it for
There
the
you go.
tough on crime.
Right.
That was an easy decision to make. That was the
Some-
easiest political decision to make in the world.
Right. Some say this is directly influenced by the failed presidential campaign of Michael Dukakis, who was portrayed as soft on crime.
I
There you
don't
go.
Oh, poor Michael
How are the Democrats not going to get continually betrayed as soft on crime from here to infinity? They're literally wanting to defund the police and making excuses for rioting and burning down buildings.
Right.
Like, how soft on crime is that?
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's not just soft on crime. It's like non-existent on crime.
I'm glad I don't see any F's in the chat for Ricky. What's the opposite of an F? Is there like a negative, like fucked up person for dying? I don't know. Is there a letter for that?
Yeah.
What letter can we assign? F is the perfect letter for that, and it's already taken. That's unfortunate.
So
Ricky
weird.
the Riri. Oh my god.
So weird. I wonder if the Taliban surgeons would have saved Ricky's life.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I wonder if the
you
Taliban
go.
surgeons would have worked on Ricky's brain.
I don't think so.
Do you know that there's a thing called the Innocence Project, and every time they look at somebody, they're
Oh, Ricky. Now he's trying to say Ricky was innocent. Ricky was innocent. They didn't check the DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, Jimmy.
S to
If-
spit. That's a good one.
if
S
you-
is in the chat for Ricky.
If he was if Ricky was innocent, why did he shoot himself in the head, Jimmy? It seems like that's pretty much like
He
I'm
couldn't
guilty.
handle the pressure of being innocent, Adam. Okay.
Well, I can't believe what a bastard bringing up the Innocence Project. People who are legitimately wrongly accused.
Well, this is like, was it last week or the week before with the Young Turks? It was, the week before. The Young Turks with the David Horowitz example. And then you find out like the backstory. You're like, oh my God, like, how do you know these like bizarre examples from like the 90s, but you don't know the backstory that makes you look awful for bringing them up in the first place?
Yeah. That's crazy because somebody brought it up on some Young Turks panel and they never told the full
guess.
context, the full story.
I mean, I don't have any problem with punishing. I understand not punishing the same capacity, a mentally deficient person who commits a crime who, they don't have the same culpability.
Yeah, they don't know they're committing a crime. That's the whole thing.
But if you commit a crime and then you make yourself retarded,
open and shut. Open and
it's
shut.
a little different, Jimmy. It's a little different, okay?
It's completely different.
It's a little different.
I'm curious because
What's
a lot
the proper
of our
term, Aiden? I feel bad. I keep saying retard. What's the actual term here?
moron.
Oh, she's gone.
Jimmy, we seem to be doing a lot of fact checking on our shows, and I'm curious if any of the stuff we ever look into is actually true. Because it seems like these people are batting 1,000. Jimmy has not said one true thing.
I know. Well, but look, Adam, if Jimmy wanted to hire a fact checker for a show, since it's a co-op, he'd have to pay him an equal proportion. So he doesn't want that. So he doesn't hire a fact checker.
He doesn't want to know the facts. All the facts ruin. If he knew the facts, he wouldn't bring up anything. He wouldn't bring up any of this stuff.